everybody, welcome to another math video. For this video, I'll be talking about radicals. Alright, so here's what I'll be doing. Pretty straightforward, I think. So let's jump right in. Okay, so radicals. So it's a general term that we use for this, right here. Okay, so you've probably seen this symbol before, but everything else is probably new and different. So let's go over the parts of this so we can take a look and see what's going on. Okay, so first off, we got this small n here, which is called the index. That tells you what root you're doing. So if you don't see a number there, it's automatically a 2, and that's where we get the term square root. If it's something else, then it's whatever number that is, root. So if it was like a 3, you can either say cube root or third root. If it was a 4, then you'd be doing the fourth root. If it was a 9, you'd be doing the ninth root. Okay, so it just depends on what the number is. Okay, so this symbol is called the radical. That's a general term because you can't say it's a particular root unless you know what the index is. Okay, and this a here you see this is called the radicand. Okay, so and that's just a general word for term under the radical symbol. Okay, so let's go over the steps on how to simplify radicals. So first thing you want to do is you want to prime factor the radicand. So you want to get all of its prime factors. So the index, that small n that I was talking about, will tell you how many you need of the particular factors to be able to take them out from underneath of the radical symbol. Then you just simplify from there. Okay, so I know this doesn't make much sense right now, but let's go through some examples. You can see what I mean. Okay, so we're going to simplify this radical. So this is the square root of 25 x to the 8th. So remember what I said, if you don't see a number here, let's assume that n is 2. Okay, so first step was we prime factor this. So this is what it looks like prime factored. So I got 25, which breaks down to 5 and 5, and I have 8 x's. So now, next step was to see how many of these we can take out. So the the index tells you how many of each type you need in order to take them out from underneath of the radical symbol. So since this is a 2 here, we need 2 of a kind in order to pull one out. Okay, so I got 2 5s, I can take 1 5 out. I got 2 x's, I can take 1 x out, another x out, another x out, and another x out. Okay, so it looks something like this. So since I got 2 5s under the radical symbol, this tells me I need 2 of the same thing to take 1 out. So I can take 1 5 out. Now I can take out 4 individual x's because I got 4 pairs of x's. And now all I gotta do is simplify. So remember, if you've seen my video on exponents using the product rule, that's all we're doing. Okay, so let's try a different one. So this time we have an index that's not 2, it's a 3, but we start off the same. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to prime factor this. Okay, so that's what this looks like. So 81 is 9 times 9, 9 is 3 times 3, and I got 2 9s, so I got another 3 times 3 there. X squared, x times x, and I got 7 y's. Okay, now this index tells you you need 3 of a kind in order to be able to pull one thing out. Okay, so here I have 3 3s, so I can take out 1 3, but I don't have enough 3s to pull out this other 3 because I only got 1 left, so that stays under the radical symbol. Okay, now here I got 2 x's, not enough to make 3, so those 2 x's will stay under the radical symbol. Here I got 3 y's, I got enough to take 1 out, and then I got 3 more y's, I got enough to take 1 more out, but I got 1 left over. So this 1 y here, not enough to make 3 y's, so that last y stays under the radical symbol. Okay, so from here all we do is simplify. And we get this. Okay, so you see how this one was slightly different from the last one, where you're still doing kind of a similar thing, where we need to have enough of a group of something in order to pull it out from under the radical symbol. And this is really helpful if you don't have a calculator with you, or even if you did, you still have to do it slightly the long way because you can't put variables into a lot of calculators. Okay guys, well that's pretty much it. So we did these things here. If you need a refresher, or if you need to go and look at it again, you can always rewind. Otherwise, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time.